talk about inspiration for both quarterbacks, because that's what I've been thinking about for the past 7 weeks is how this would land if I was Trey Lance, and I see what's going on with Brock. If it were me, I couldn't wait till March.
Yeah.
You want to talk about how intense, the prep would be for OTAs. I can't imagine if he's the competitor I think he is. I think that whatever's going to happen in camp is going to be. And Brock clearly has shown that you know, he's got some stuff to him as well. So it's going to be a very, very interesting quarterback situation in the entire offseason, I believe. So,
I'm glad you went there. I'm absolutely glad you went there, and here's why. And I'll let you continue. But when we talk about what we're going to do for this podcast, we may not be back weekly just because there's not going to be a whole lot to talk about. I think we could come up with topics, every 2 weeks, just about what's going on with the team. Maybe we'll come back sometimes weekly, but we'll figure that out. But for the next show, now I'm asking you this on air. You and I haven't talked about this yet. The Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. Rihanna is performing at halftime. I don't know if you heard, but I was thinking we should come back for our next show after the Super Bowl. We can recap the game, but we can also pick a big picture topic to discuss about the 49ers. And what I wanted to talk about, and I was going to see if this is what you were okay with talking about, was Trey versus Brock. Like that is, it's not going to be Joe and Steve, because if anybody went through that being in the Bay Area, that was the biggest thing ever probably in Bay Area sports media. But that is an argument. I don't think Brock Purdy is A1 automatically going into camp. I think Kyle probably would like to see a quarterback who's in a bit of a combination of what Brock has and what Trey has. And let's put them both together and see what we can get. And so I think there's going to be a really nice competition for QB1 going into 2023's in the fall. So I think we should talk about that. And what I was going to throw out to the folks listening is shoot us an email if you have an opinion. gg@bspnmedia.com. I have a new email address for this entire network. Shoot me an email. I want to see if we have folks who have some thoughts, and it could be a well thought out email. We'll read it on air and we'll discuss it because I think it's going to be the single biggest topic heading into next year. We know DeMeco Ryans is probably going to be the Houston Texans head coach, probably sooner than later. They have there's going to be a Jimmy conversation. That will be mostly from, I would say more casual 49er fans. I think Jimmy's gone. I don't think there's any way he comes back. And McGlinchey, he's a guy. There's some guys on the defensive line they may re-sign. I think there's going to be a discussion about CMC and his contract and how they fit that into the big picture. Nick Bosa's got to get signed. So there are some big picture topics to talk about, but I don't think anything is going to be as big as who's going to be the quarterback of this team.